Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. For today's video, I have my expense tracking for the week of January 18th through the 24th. We have a lot of expenses to track, all of my spending for the week. It was quite a bit, so I'm not going to go into a lengthy introduction. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I am using my expense tracker from my budget printables, which I will have linked down below if you're interested. I use a different expense tracker for each week. That's how I like to do it. So we're starting with a fresh slate here, and we're just going to get started with the transactions that happened on the 18th. So I'm just going to be referencing my little notebook here off to the side, and we're going to get things written in. Starting out with a trip to Walmart. We went and picked up just a couple of groceries. We did our grocery shopping in sort of spurts throughout the week. I had done a big junk food haul, which I did film a video on that. I showed you guys everything I picked up prior to this. And so we had a lot of stuff that we didn't necessarily need, but we had a lot of stuff. And then we just kind of went throughout the week to pick up things here and there, like coffee creamer when we ran out, bread, milk, that sort of thing. So this trip was $18.52, and the category here is grocery. So I don't use my expense tracker quite the way it's laid out. I don't keep track of our ending balance. I have that on the worksheet in case the person that buys the worksheet wants to track it that way, like a check register. What I do is just go in and write out all of the expenses, and then I use a highlighter method to color code everything and figure out what I spent in each category. So after that, also on the 18th, I ordered a video game from Walmart, and I had quite a credit, a rewards point credit on my Walmart card. You guys don't hear me talk about my Walmart credit card because it's not a credit card that I carry a balance on. I really only talk to you guys about the credit cards that I'm working on paying off. I have a whole slew of credit cards that I either don't use at all, that are just sitting with a zero balance, but that I haven't closed because I don't want to mess up my credit score, or cards that I use just occasionally to keep them open and then immediately pay them off. So that's what happens with my Walmart card. I'll use it occasionally, I'll put my groceries or whatever on it, and then immediately pay the balance. So it never carries a balance, I don't pay any interest on anything, but those rewards rack up, and I had about $30-ish in rewards, so I used those towards the video game that I bought, and I just paid the difference out of my spending. So Jessie is the category. I'm Jessie, by the way. Hi, nice to meet you if you're new. Thanks for stopping by. And that was $5.48. That was the balance that I had to pay, that the rewards balance didn't cover. On the 19th, then, we had my husband's Audible subscription come out, and that category is bills. And the amount there was $22.95. He does have the plan with 2 credits a month. He's really into audiobooks. He also supplements his Audible subscription with like Hoopla through our local library where he can get audiobooks. He's constantly listening to audio. He's on the road a lot with work. He's in the business of sewer and drain cleaning, and they have like a whole huge area that they cover from his company, so he's constantly driving all over the place, and he loves audiobooks to keep him company while he does. Also on the 19th, we had some credit card minimum payments. So first we paid the minimum payment on Citi that I categorize as bills. Even though it's technically debt, I could have a whole category of debt payments, but I consider the minimum payments as a monthly bill, and then I consider any extra debt payments a separate category. It's just how I've chosen to do it. For Citi, that amount was $35. And then we also had another minimum payment on our First Merchants Bank card, so this category is also bills, and that amount was $58. Also on the 19th, my husband went to Tim Hortons. Typically, if he gets coffee while he's at work, he just uses his spending money, but he must have been out of spending money, or he didn't have his cash on him because he used our card. So that category is eating out. And the amount was $4.85. He had taken his mom to a doctor's appointment this day, and he treated her to a cup of coffee that day. Also on the 19th, we went out as a family to a rather expensive dinner at Applebee's. Usually when we do eating out as a family, we do like takeout, but we didn't really want takeout. Nobody felt like cooking. So we went to Applebee's. That category is also eating out. We spent $100 with tip. So that pretty much wiped out everything we had left in our eating out fund, but it was really, really nice. It was all 4 of us together. It's very rare that we can all get together and go out for a nice meal together, so it was worth it to me to pay that. Then on the 19th, we went and picked up some more groceries. And the amount there was $10.96. Just had to pick up a couple things that we were out of. And that was it for the 19th. Moving on to the 20th, we had a minimum payment on our Ashley credit card. This is our furniture payment. And so that is considered bills. Lots and lots of bills came out this week. And the minimum payment on that card is $156. So we paid that. And then we also had a minimum payment on our Chase card due this day. And that was also considered bills, and that was $70. I took myself to Burger King this day, me and Robbie actually. I used my spending money to buy us lunch, and that amount came out to $17.04. So I did not take that out of my eating out money because, you know, it wasn't like a family thing. It was just something I wanted to do, and I've got plenty of spending money left because I have hardly spent anything, so that's where I decided to take that from. Let's see. Then on the 22nd, we went and did like an actual full-on grocery trip. We went to Walmart. You guys know we always get our groceries at Walmart. And we spent quite a bit, actually. Groceries just keep going up and up, it seems like. $134.64 is what we spent. And I feel like we didn't even really get all that much. I didn't film a haul that day because we were in a hurry. We ran to the grocery store, got all our groceries, came home, put them away, and then immediately had to turn around and go back out to a soccer game. So I didn't have time to film a haul, but it was kind of pitiful for $134. Let's see then. On the 23rd, we ran into Circle K to get drinks. So I took that out of our grocery money as well. And I feel like we are over budget on groceries, but I could be wrong about that. I haven't added everything up, obviously. I just kind of wrote things down. So from Circle K, we spent $7.04. And then lastly, on the 24th, we just have a couple of bills. We don't have any no spends this week because it seemed like the bills were coming in kind of sporadically. We paid State Farm on the 24th. This is our car insurance, so this is a bill. And that amount was $170.02. And then lastly, we paid Progressive, which is my husband's motorcycle insurance. We were able to get a better rate going through Progressive than our typical State Farm, which is what everything else is insured through. So he has full coverage on his motorcycle, and it costs us, you know, next to nothing, $21.59. So that is everything then that I spent. I don't think I forgot anything. Seems like it was a whole heck of a lot of spending, but now I'm gonna go in and just color code everything and add everything up. Something I did do was go ahead and put labels on my mild liners, so that is gonna make this process go a lot smoother, I think. Make it really easy to find all of my markers. So we're gonna get these color coded and everything added up, and then we'll also go and flip to my sinking funds transaction log, because I have some sinking fund movement as well. Okay, I got all of my colors, but I actually just remembered that I forgot again on my expense tracker to include my savings challenges. So I'm just going to flip really quickly to here. Savings challenges got $48, and that was on Thursday. I'm not even sure what that date was. I'm just gonna write in savings challenges here. And what did I just say that was? $48. So I need to account for that as well. Okay. Now we can start color coding. This video is actually going quicker than I thought. So we're going to start out with grocery, which I believe is this yellow color. And it is. And I'm just going to go through and highlight all of the grocery transactions. So we had this one. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and add everything up. So I've got my calculator here. So we had $18.52 plus $10.96 plus $134.64 plus $704 for a total of $171.16. So really quickly, I'm just going to add that up again, make sure that I'm getting the correct total. Yep, okay. So then next we have my spending, which I have right here. So there's 1, 2 transactions, and actually some of this money from my savings challenges came from my spending as well. Let me just take a look and see. Just $1 came from me, so I think I'm going to do it separate because I want to make sure that I'm doing it accurately. So $47 came from our bank account, but $1 came from my spending money. My hydrator pay savings comes directly from my spending money, and that was $1. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. So $5.48 plus $17.04 plus 1. I spent $23.52 this week. Yep. All right, next up then we have bills, which I have labeled here. So we had Audible, we had my city minimum payments, my First Merchants Bank minimum payments, we had Ashley, Chase, State Farm, and Progressive. Lots of bills. Okay, $22.95 plus $35 plus 58 plus 156 plus 70 plus 170.02 plus 21.59, $533 with 56 cents. And just like always, I'm going to go through that one more time and make sure. Yep, got it. All right, now we have eating out. So we had Tim Hortons, Applebee's. Okay, that was everything. $4.85 plus 100 is $104.85. All right, then lastly, we have savings challenges, which I must not have pulled it out. There we go. So I didn't have any household transactions, I didn't have any miscellaneous transactions, and I did not have any gas transactions either this week. Alright, so then savings is $47. And that, I think, is how I'm going to do it moving forward. If the savings challenge money came out of my spending envelope, obviously I need to remember to track it here. You know, it's been a long time since I did savings challenges, so I'm kind of out of practice with how I'm supposed to do everything, but that's how it's going to go from now on. So let me just really quickly get a total here for our spending. $23.52 plus $533.56 plus 104.85 plus 47, $880.09. Try that one more time. 171.16 plus 23.52 plus 533.56 plus 104.85 plus 47, $800.09. Okay, so that's it for our expense tracking. This is all done now so that when I do my weekly check-in, I am all set and ready for that. Really quickly, I'm just going to flip to my sinking fund transaction log because we did have some movement in my sinking funds as well. And you guys are going to see me close out my sinking funds here pretty quick because this month is almost over, you guys. It's flying. Okay. So for our sinking funds, on the 19th, my husband went to AutoZone and used our car maintenance fund to buy windshield wipers, and that amount was, it was so expensive, $48.74. I don't know if he bought anything else or if that was just windshield wipers, but whew, buddy, that was expensive. And then, let's see, on 1/22, I used my clothing sinking fund. I picked up a few things from Stitch Fix. If you watched my vlog where I showed that Stitch Fix box, the things I ended up keeping were that light purple sweater and the Toms. So go back and check out that video if you want to see what I kept. I was actually able to get them to price match the Toms to a lower price that I found elsewhere. So if you didn't know, Stitch Fix does do price matching. And the amount that I spent for both of those items out of pocket was $45.54. I'm just going to write that this was Stitch Fix. On the 22nd, we ran to Walgreens to pick up some things, some like gauze and medical supplies, that sort of thing. That amount was $22.08. And lastly, we went to Ollie's on the 23rd. We had to get some surge protectors, and we got a new rug for in front of our door. And that amount was $54.02, and that's going to come out of home projects. All right, so that is all of our sinking fund transactions. Like I said, we will be going through all of this and reconciling everything at the end of the month, so that'll be a separate video you can look forward to. And we're also going to use this expense tracker I just filled out to help me take care of my weekly check-in. So make sure that if you are not subscribed, that you do that so that you can come back and check out those videos. We'll be wrapping up January budget content here real quick. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Sitting down every single week and accounting for all of my expenses on camera with you guys really keeps me on track. It helps keep me accountable, so I appreciate your support in my budget journey. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!